So today I'm going to show you how to make the double bucket self-wicking containers for potting vegetables. I have tomatoes planted in them. You certainly could plant other things in them. If you want to plant smaller plants like basil and peppers, you could use 2-gallon buckets, but for tomatoes and things that get larger, the 5-gallon buckets are gonna be what you want. So it's really simple. You do not need that many things. So this is what you need. A drill with a drill bit. It doesn't matter what size, the holes that it's going to make are for drainage. So whatever size you have works. Don't go buy anything special, use what you got. You also need a 3-inch hole drill bit. That is for the center hole that you are gonna put in the inside bucket, and the smaller container that will have soil in it and holes, that will hang down from the inside bucket into the water reservoir. That will allow the plant to absorb the water from the bottom up, so it always has enough water and it never has too much water. It's not going to keep drinking and drown itself. So it's really nice because you can fill it up and forget about it. Out here, when temperatures are 100, it will last all day long, the little reservoir of water. So I know I don't have to actually water these buckets more than every other day, maybe. You also need a smaller 1.5 inch, 1.75 inch. It doesn't matter what size, but it needs to be the same size as the PVC pipe. So as long as that's the same, it doesn't matter what size. Again, if you've got one or the other, don't go buy new stuff. Use what you've got, and if you have one of these that's 2 inches, buy a 2-inch PVC pipe. Just, you know, be smart. Don't go spend extra money. That's what these are about, because this project is easy. You also need your 5-gallon buckets. You need 2, as long as they fit into each other. That's what you're looking for. PVC pipe needs to be long enough to have both buckets stacked and have a little extra here, because that's what you're going to water into. So no specific length. This was actually just a pre-cut one that I bought, and that's it. That's all you need. So super simple. I am going to make it in a moment and do it on a time lapse, so you don't have a 15-minute long video. But basically the inside bucket is going to be the bucket that you do the most to. So you're going to flip it upside down, you know, stabilize it, put it on the ground. Start with the 3-inch bit, and you're going to drill a hole right in the center. It's pretty easy. You don't have to be exact. Again, don't measure things. It's not rocket science. It's just gardening, which sometimes feel like rocket science. But right in the middle, drill one with that. Then change out this, drill one for your PVC pipe over on the side. Again, it doesn't matter where it is, just put it over on the side. It really could be anywhere. Your choice, dealer's choice. Then change it to your regular drill bit and drill a lot of drainage holes. This is just gonna help both absorb the water, and if you happen to water from the top or it gets like a heavy downpour and it has too much water from above, that's gonna allow it to drain down into the reservoir area. That being said, you're going to drill a drain hole on the side, because you don't want, let's say it does rain. We know how it rains 3 times a year for 1 minute, but we get 4 feet of water. So what you're going to do is you're going to put a drain hole down here. The easiest way, you're going to want to do it right about where the bottom of the inside pot is. You don't want it to be sitting the roots in water, so you want it to drain just below wherever the inside of that is. So you can take a light. This is the very bottom. So pretty much probably right about there you're going to want to drill, because that's the bottom of the inside bucket. Give it a little bit of space for the lip and drill one hole here. So when I do the video making it, I will do the inside bucket that has all the many holes, and then I'll do the outside bucket. From there, I'll show you what happens. But that's all you need. It's super simple. It's not that hard. Yeah, that's it. All right, see you soon. Okay, so after you drill all the holes, you fit the PVC pipe through the smaller hole. And then what you're going to do, again, reuse. Don't go out and buy stuff. If you have like red Solo cups, those work great. The planters that the tomatoes come in work all right. You have to do a little fidgeting with that. If you're like me and have 8 bazillion cups from T-Mobile or from the baseball stadium, those work great too. So for today, I'm going to use this one. Essentially, you're going to want to make sure it fits into that and that it goes all the way down to the bottom bucket. So this is going to be about where it is, just above kind of the Vegas part. This part is going to hang down into the water reservoir. You're going to cut holes in this part. The soil's going to go in here, and then that's going to fit into the inside bucket. The water's going to be around here, and the soil is going to absorb the water from here up. So that's the idea. So whatever your cup that you're using, find what cup fits best. You're going to want to put it in the bottom. You know, it's going to be the same level as the PVC pipe. And then I like to trim mine up a bit. So I know mine goes down to about right there. So I'm just going to cut it here. And then I am going to slit with an X-Acto knife, or if you have a hole punch or whatever, slit some holes so the water can absorb into there, down here as well. That's the next step. And then if you do have a cup that goes out like that, it will fit into the bucket just fine. I have used these, and when you cut them down lower, they're too flimsy and they fall out through the bottom. So I've had to kind of overlap and tape them. Just be creative, do what you got to do, and it's super simple. So that's the next step. And then after that, we put the soil into it. All right, so I'm going to show you the watering process on this one, just because it's a little easier to see on the watercolor bucket. So you're going to water into the PVC pipe, and when it's full, it will come out the bottom. And we're good. So this one I already watered, but I can show you. So same thing, it's going to be watered from here. And then there's a hole, it's harder to see, but there we go. So we've got enough water in here. It can't be overwatered. And that's what we got.